Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. And we're going to get into some deep stuff here today, folks. And I'm so glad that you're a part of this. And I've actually written some notes because it's so important. I don't want to not cover certain things. And so I've been talking about some technical stuff. The stuff of stories like storylines and the various characters and roles that people play in the stories as they go about working in their business from the standpoint of recruiting into their network marketing opportunity or bringing people into their business of affiliate marketing or whatever, and in the business of selling their product. So why am I focused on storytelling? Why is story the part that's so important? And that's what I want to get into today. The real reason for telling a story. It's not just cutesy, fluffy, oh, let's just interject a story in and that'll make everybody think this is really cool or unique and they'll remember it. Yes, they'll remember it, but there's a reason why storytelling has been with us for so long, since the beginning of time when people started communicating. And so I want to spend some time going into a little detail about that today and really getting you to think and understand the value and the consequence of story. Because storytelling, I will tell you, is a make or break in your business. In any business really, but as an entrepreneur, it is a make or break for you. Because if you don't learn how to get this right, you won't make it. And I mean that. It's a part that has to become a part of you. And so now we're going to talk about what's really important to you in your business, right? Sales. Sales is important. If you're not selling either your service or your product, or bringing people into your business, which is a sale in and of itself, selling them on the idea of the opportunity, or the affiliate marketing or online marketing, if you're doing it that way, then you're not in business, let's face it. And so now let's leap to, from a sale, let's just talk about the mind and why we talk about storytelling. The mind has the unconscious and the conscious. The conscious mind is where we know logically where everything is happening and what we're doing. The unconscious is where the sale is made. That is where the sale takes place. And the unconscious mind only thinks in pictures and images. It's where the gut feeling occurs. And the story that someone tells themselves about the benefits of your product or service in their unconscious mind is what is going to make the sale or not. And so that's what you want to be able to tap into, is that unconscious mind. And the only way that you can do that is through story. And so again, I don't want to miss this, but here's something that I like to share with you. Think of it this way. The story is like that red carpet, VIP walkway, straight into that unconscious mind. And that's where it's tapping in, where the person unconsciously is thinking about making a decision, whether buy the product or buy the service or become a part of your opportunity, join your team or whatever. And the unconscious mind speaks in metaphors or images. Think of your dreams. Think of when you dream, the craziest little things that come about in your dreams, and you wake up and go, oh my gosh, that was weird. For instance, I had a dream recently where my son was making a dinner for me. And the dinner table consisted of a car windshield laid across two construction horses. Those little wooden horses, and the car windshield was across the top of it, and that was the dinner table. When I woke up and I thought of that, and there were a lot of other images, I'm just sharing one little portion of that dream. There were a lot of other images in that dream, and I started thinking about, what the heck? And then I was able to put the two and two together, the bizarre thing that that dream was really telling me, and why I related that car windshield and those two construction horses. And it brought me to a point of what I was really thinking about and helped me make a decision about something I was trying to decide, as a matter of fact. Because I've learned to interpret the stories that are in my mind. And so realize the stories you tell and the sequence of events that you bring into someone's mind as you're telling them will help them draw a conclusion themselves about what it is that they're going to do and if you're going to have a sale with them. And so now you're getting to the why that storytelling is so important by understanding this piece and this aspect of it. There's a great little quote that I love by Joe Vitale, and I just love this quote, and that is that people sometimes believe what they are told, but they never doubt what they themselves conclude. People sometimes believe what they are told, but they never doubt what they themselves conclude. And so what you want to do when you're telling your stories is tell a story about a reaction that someone had to your product, or how much their services helped them, or how much the opportunity has helped other people, and use names in that and tell that story and put them into that story, because as they're hearing that story of what you're telling, which I cannot say enough, has to be true. You have to tell your true stories and sharing those true things, but telling the right story will affect them then in a way where they are now thinking, oh, I can see, you know what, maybe that would work for me. I've had that kind of thing happen. They're talking themselves into it, and that's where the sale occurs. So again, we are talking about the value, why we're telling stories, because you need to make sales. In order to make sales, you have to tap into the unconscious mind. To tap into the unconscious mind, you have to paint a picture and use metaphors and images. So why not use those metaphors and images in the form of a story that will get them to conclude what you want them to conclude, and that's where the sale occurs. That is what the value of storytelling is all about. And if you can tap into the hopes and dreams of people, because that's what everybody has, hopes and dreams. And if you can tap into those hopes and dreams of people, then you're really going to bring them into your business through the art of storytelling. And so you want to do it purposefully, is I guess what my point is. I hope this video helped you and made you think. And if it did, please comment and share. And thanks again for tuning in. I'm really, really glad that you did. I'm Jan Johnson, thejanjohnson.com. Thank you so much.